Hey everybody, Juno 2000 here, coming at you with an epic rant on the latest 2 years old Predator movie, Prey. I don't know if it's prequel, reboot, whatever the fuck they want to call this movie. The last time I saw this was the second time seeing this movie because I'm reviewing all the Predator movies, but I got to see this movie, Prey, and what a boring fucking movie this really is. The first time I saw it was on Hulu when it first premiered, and I remember not giving a shit about halfway in the movie. I remember doing chores after that, like I didn't give a fuck about the movie. So this is the second time I'm seeing the movie. Straightforward, face first to the computer, looking at the movie, looking up close, and I'm like, what was the praise of this movie? Because this movie is legit a boring movie with the predator barely seen throughout the movie, only like glimpse of it, but they also do some stupid thing where they make the predator a weak ass bitch, where let's make the predator such a fucking pussy where he it gets himself invisible so he doesn't have to be, because he keeps getting his ass kicked throughout the movie. And of course, everybody's gonna say the bullshit claim, "Oh, because this is the first Predator movie." Bullshit. There's been other Predators in the world, even in the comics, because nobody doesn't give a shit about the EC Comics stories. Yeah, because none of those stories didn't get adapted, but this boring shit of a story gets adapted. And yeah, folks, before I get to my rant, I know a lot of people love this movie. I know I have a few friends that like this movie. To each their own. But folks, there was nothing that I liked about this movie. And none of the actors didn't impress me. They were really awful in their acting. And none of the characters I didn't give a shit about. I didn't care about the lead character. I found her arrogant and very annoying throughout the movie. The only actor that I would say did a good job in the movie, no, it wasn't the Predator, because to me, Kevin Peter Hall kicks this dude's Predator's actor's ass, because I didn't care for this Predator actor. I thought Kevin Peter Hall did a better job. And rest in peace, that dude. But I would say the actor that did the best job in this movie, I would have to say, is the dog. The dogs had better acting in this movie. The dog that follows Nanu throughout the movie, the character that we are following throughout the film, and on. Just I would say the dog did a better job than the lead character of the movie. And yep, that's saying much that your dog actor is better than the main actress, because the dog did more better acting and better damage on the predator. I'm like, let's have a dog versus predator. That's more exciting than this fucking flat girl fighting the predator. But yeah, but I'm gonna say to each their own, folks. I know a lot of people love it. I know some friends I know love this movie, but this is my second time seeing it, and I still don't understand the praise of this movie. I still think this movie's overrated. I still think it's one of the worst movies of 2022. Many may disagree with me with this, because even they may disagree with my rant about this movie, and because a lot of people defend this movie, so a lot of people don't overlook that all these mistakes that this movie does. But to each their own. But I disagree with some people saying that this is better than the first movie. I'm like, fuck that shit. There's no way in hell this fucking boring shit is better than the first movie. I understand that people like it better than the sequels, because I understand the sequels are not many people's favorites. But when they go too far saying that it's better than the first movie, fuck that decision, because there's no way in hell this is better than the fucking first movie, because that first movie kicks this movie's ass mile times. But to each their own, that anybody loves this movie. But folks, there's nothing that I liked about this movie. And we'll get started to this rant with we get this character Nanu, um, which I forgot the actress name, but I didn't like this character at all. She was very unsociable, monotone, boring of a character with no fucking arc, no redeeming qualities around her. I just found her so annoying throughout the movie, and she's just like bitching at everybody. I want to be this. I want to be a warrior. On a shit. And of course, throughout the movie, she's bitching at her mom. She's bitching at her brother. Oh, I want to be a hunter. I want to be a warrior. And of course, she went with her brother one night going on a journey, and she accidentally gets one of the people killed because she was talking to them, and one of them gets killed by a mountain lion, and she almost gets her dumbass self killed by a mountain lion, and she falls, and then turns out she was rescued by her brother, and the brother even killed the mountain lion and brought it to the tribe, and everybody were happy and clapping him. Even the brother was saying that I'm happy that you're okay, and she was gonna shake her hand, like happy that I saved you from the mountain lion. And no, she becomes an asshole throughout the movie, and especially that part where I'm not gonna shake your hand. Yeah, not shake your hand because you got yourself dumbass almost killed, and you're bitching at your brother because everybody's cheering at him and clapping him, think conquering his survivalist. Nah, fuck you. Besides, this character didn't really I didn't really care for nothing about this character. She didn't deliver any emotions to give me like feel bad. No story arc about it. And there's some random shit that happens with this character throughout the movie, especially like by the end when she fights the predator, which is a bunch of horse's ass and asinine shit. But yeah, I don't understand what was great about this movie. And we finally get the predator like 38 minutes into the damn movie. And we don't really see the predator because it's such a chicken shit predator. It doesn't want to be seen, so it uses visible clothes. And the visible clothes doesn't even work worth a shit because it still gets its ass kicked. And of course, the predator is such a chicken shit. It doesn't care about honor, so it starts killing like the CGI fucking wolves and snakes and big ass bear, which the CGI looks bad in those scenes. Like those fucking things look bad, and even the predator blood is CGI. Like how lazy to make a no predator blood in practical blood. Like they did that shit in Predators. They made practical. It was done by K&B, and they did practical green blood. Even the AVP movies had green blood that looked practical and not CGI shit. And the first start of this movie, where we see the predator getting his crash landed into the wilderness of the tribes, and it's like in the 1700s Native American tribes era, and it crash landed on Earth, and then you get Prey, which I call this movie dull because it's so boring as shit. And that title card where it says Prey when it goes on the sky, that looks like the cheap ass looking title card of a movie. It looks like crap, that title card. And then of course throughout the movie, Nanu's trying to like wonder, like she's kind of theorizing that oh there's something out there. Then she's like bitching at some of the tribe members, and of course she has a fight with them, and then her brother has to save her ass and all that bullshit. And he keeps telling her you don't really fit as a soldier and all that shit. And yeah, even her brother I didn't care for either. Like I just feel like none of the characters I didn't really care for. They just felt like really forgettable, at times a bit unlikable characters. And of course, Nanu, she's supposed to have this arc. She's supposed to have this rebellious arc, but it was fucking shit, in my opinion. And of course, throughout the movie, the Predator, we barely see the damn piece of shit Predator because this Predator looks bad. The way it looks really bad. It has one of the worst looking Predator masks where it looks like a skull, wing, sort of a cheap ass Wendigo mask. But like, it was really crappy when the Predator takes his mask off and it looks like CGI fez of a Predator face. Gosh, like that one and the 7 feet tall bastard from Predator 2018 are the two of the worst looking Predators, man. Like those two Predators suck. And of course, the Predator's like killing snakes, splitting in half, having this fight with the bear where the bear's beating its ass. Of course, this Predator is getting his ass kicking throughout the movie. Even like the tribes are even kicking the Predator's ass. Like, where the hell is the warrior Predator? Where the hell is this kick-ass Predator? Gosh, I do not know what was the story going by this movie with this Nanu character who was insufferable, annoying throughout the movie. Of course, her and her brother are following like tracks of where the predator is going because they're gonna hunt it, and then they go into a fist and fight about the hunting of the predator, and one leads to another. They encounter the predator, and the predator has like a shitty 50-second fight with them, and then of course they get encountered with these French groups of savages that captures them, and of course one of them gets tortured by the French leader, and all the predators trying to hunt and kill them all. And the kills throughout this movie, it's really lame. Like a lot of these kills are not that graphic. Like the guy gets caught in a hair, like the net from Predator 2. Like one of the French people gets caught, and all we get is like a bit of a close up of the guy's face, and then it's like back of the log, and then you see a gush of blood sliding. Like, what? We didn't see the graphic detail of it getting his whole body squeezing with the net to see all the graphic detail. And there's a guy that's getting his head like slammed with like a giant disc from the predator, and we just see like the back log of the tree, and the boom, the thing slams on it, and that's it. Like that's the kill. Like most of these kills are kind of shitty, man. Like they're off screen, man. I didn't find anything that bloody throughout this movie. It was like a very dull experience with the kills. It didn't seem that impactful. It just felt like, why are they're considering like this movie rated R, strong bloody violence. Why are they showing them off screen? Like, why are they not showing the damn thing graphically if it's supposed to be rated R for strong bloody violence? That's just very stupid in my opinion. And yeah, this movie is just a straight up boring piece of shit throughout the movie. Because, dude, like I was like snoozing off like a little bit, but I had to watch it because I'm reviewing all the Predator movies, and I wanted to review this one. And gosh, I was like really not interested in the story. It's just like going on and on, because Nanu and her brother got captured by the French people, and then of course there's savages that get killed by the predator. Then they make their escape, and then they encounter the predator, and then the predator attacks the brother and gets him killed. And of course Nanu's like walking around and encounters one of the French people that's injured, and gives her the gun, which is a gun that belonged to a pirate from 1776, and it's the Raphael Antononi captain, and you know that's the gun that the King Predator gave Harrigan at the end of the second one, and he said, "Take it." And you know what? That storyline right there is bullshit. Like, because you know why? Because that story was one of the EC comics. And you know why? Because that EC comic was a story about a captain with his shipmates going to an island, getting treasures, and then the captain wanted to take a treasure to the church, but the teammates were going to go against him and steal the ship, kill him and steal the treasure. But he hides in the jungle, and then the predator starts killing the teammates, and then Raphael starts killing like having a brutal fight with the predator, and then they encounter where the shipmates are gonna kill them both. So they go into a bloody carnage sword fight with bloody disembodied carnage throughout. And then Raphael gets injured, but he has his final blow by killing the last guy before it was gonna kill the predator. And then he dives in the predator's arm and gives him the line, "Take it," gives him the gun and buries him and gives Raphael an honored funeral, burying him and keeping the gun. And that's when he gives it to Kerrigan at the second of the Predator movie. And that's a better looking story than this. And yeah, this is the wow. They didn't go with that story, but they gave with this where it's just it's just a guy, a French guy gave Nanu a gun, and that's how the story came from that gun. And then of course that guy gets stepped on by the predator, and the predator stabs him under the chin. And of course Nanus is gonna face and face with the predator. The leader of the French savage is like hiding from the predator, and then he gets attacked by Nanu, and then Nanu uses him as bait so she could fight the predator. And of course Nanu has this stupid fucking parkour jumping crap where that's some bullshit. Like, there's no way in hell parkour was around that day, and it looks like CGI crap. It looked like that Catwoman movie with Halle Berry when she's like jumping around from the buildings with that CGI crap. It looked like that really bad, but I think this one did it worse because it like there's no way in hell. How the hell did she get known how to do parkour? That was the most unrealistic BS thing right there. And then this piece of shit of a movie keeps going on and on with Nanu. Now she knows how to get rid of the body heat because she eats a damn flower instead of the cool mud thing that Arnold did in the first movie. Oh, Nanu has this fucking flower thing where she eats and it lowers her body temperature so she could be cold and not be having seen with her body heat. And of course, she has this really shitty fight with the predator, like cutting its arm off, punching it, and all in all, the predator's not really doing any defense because they make the predator look weak in this one. And of course, it's asinine shit like, oh, this was the first predator. Bullshit. There was many predators that were coming into Earth in these EC comic stories. There's no way in hell. Like, they must have probably gave it. Who knows? This must probably be a damn juvenile predator that was chicken shit throughout the movie because he uses invisible cloak because he's not honoring. He's not like fighting like a warrior. He's getting his ass kicked throughout the movie. But they make the predator get his ass kicked by this flat ass girl, Nanu. And of course, she's like jumping around, parkouring, doing all this stupid crap throughout the movie where she's like fighting the predator, beating the crap out of it. And of course, it's missing its arm, and then the predator's using its plasma blaster to shoot her. And of course, she has to say the stupid repeated line from the franchise, "Come on, come on, come on, get me." Yeah. And the way she said it, it's just really, really awkward and cringy. Of course, the predator doesn't shoot and kill her because it ricochets and it hits him in the head, so he gets his head blown off. And I'm like, what? This girl defeated the fucking predator? Are you out of your mind? Give me a break, dude. I do not understand the praise of this movie. And of course, she makes her honor by cutting the predator head off, taking it to the tribe, and showing her that she's a warrior and all that shit. Which they can shove that message, woke message, up their ass about it. Well, it's not too woke about it, but like that is so stupid, man. Like what? She's supposed to defeat the predator? That is a piece of shit, asinine story, man. Like to me, she didn't even did like her arc around that time. Like it was not even a good arc. She didn't even had a good arc. It was a piece of shit arc. Like all these women fighting badasses that were in movies, they had great arc. Like Sarah Connor, she was weak in the first movie and she was like not like tough until she got tough at the end, but she got really badass in the second movie because she got arc. She had an arc story. Ellen Ripley, Sigourney Weaver's character from Alien, she was a bit of a side character in the first movie, but she did kill the alien at the end. But she was like not the strong character, but she got the stronger character in the second movie of Aliens and kicked ass by shooting the aliens, saving Nude, and kicking the Queen Alien's ass throughout that one at the end. That's arc. What this character Nanu, she had no arc. This was just one of the worst arcs ever, man. And yeah, I printed out the picture. Yeah, that's what the shitty Predator looks like. And of course, that's the Nanu character that she's fighting the fucking Predator, which I thought was stupid because it didn't look that convincing. I thought it was a stupid fight. But yeah, that is the worst fucking looking Predator movie I have ever seen that look at the Predator. Like, Kevin Peter Hall's Predator would definitely kick that Predator's ass. But yeah. Yeah, this movie is a boring piece of shit, man. I call this movie dull. I don't call this movie Prey. I call this movie dull. Because this is such a boring ass movie where nothing doesn't happen for a while. It puts you to a snooze fest. And yeah, it's a boring piece of shit. You don't care about the characters. The Predator is a weak bitch. He's a chicken shit throughout the movie because he uses his cloak, his invisible cloak throughout the movie because he doesn't want to fight, because he doesn't honor his Predator warrior story. The look of the CGI effects of like the kills and then the animal effects where he kills a bear, that looks CGI. That looked bad with that CGI crap. I didn't remember anything from the music. And then 5, the fight, that was horseshit. That fight with Nanu and the Predator, that was bullshit. There's no way this flat girl defeated the Predator. Give me a damn break. And yeah, and also the story where the gun came from. This was the story where Predator encounters the Raphael guy. And look at how kick-ass it does. Him and Raphael are fighting the captain's shipmates that turn on him, and then him and the Predator are kicking ass, taking on names. Like, why didn't we get this kick-ass movie? Why did we get this boring shit of a Nanu character who was bitchy throughout the movie and accessible throughout the movie? And of course, the Raphael guy gives the line, "Take it." That's the end of the story. He gives it to the King Predator, and he buries him in honor. That's a better story than this boring shit. And yeah, of course, I know people are going to defend the movie. There's some people that do highly praise this movie. And of course, it has a bullshit Rotten Tomato score of 97%. What? But Predators and Predator 2 get like shitty scores? That's bullshit, man. Nothing was interesting. The only acting that I would say did a pretty good job was the dog. His was the only acting that was good. Everybody's acting was meh, boring. I didn't care for the Predator in this movie. The Predator was just a chicken shit throughout this movie. If the Predator was a strong warrior character, he would have kicked a lot of ass throughout this movie. He would have been a barbarian, savage dude. Predator. Slashing, cutting everything from slicing to dicing with body parts and all that carnage shit that he did in the franchise. But this was a boring piece of fucking shit, dude. And very overrated because a lot of people love this movie, and I'm to each their own if anybody loves this movie, but I do not understand the praise of this movie. Like, I just find that ending very stupid. Like, what, the girl defeats the Predator? That is some asinine shit. And I know a lot of people will disagree. A lot of people are going to disagree with me with this. But if anybody doesn't disagree, thank you. Because, yeah, this movie is bad. This movie is very boring. But if anybody disagrees with me, to each your own. That's cool. More power with you. But all in all, I just think the movie is just very boring throughout the film. But all in all, I just think this movie is a piece of shit. But have a good day, everybody, and enjoy the rest of the day. But yeah, Prey, overrated as fuck. Have a good day, everybody, and that's the last movie in the franchise. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.